Hey everybody, this is Mark with Apple Tech and welcome back to the second part of our computer build. And we're one step closer to having a finished computer. In this episode, we're going to be putting everything inside of the case. And if you look at all these parts, it's a lot, so this may be a little bit of a longer episode, so I apologize in advance. Let's go ahead and get started. And we'll be going and diving into the case and doing a few stuff in there first. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is a unique case because you can pull off every single side. Sides, top, bottom, front, and well, there's nothing on the back. Let's go ahead and use these thumb screws on the side, and we're just going to go ahead and pull off all of the panels because since this is a smaller case, the way you access different things is unique. And in order to install our power supply, we have to go through the bottom. And inside we have some instructions and different parts. We'll use that in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and install the I/O shield first. This case is different in that the motherboard sits on the bottom instead of the sides. So we are going to need to know which way the motherboard is facing. So let's go ahead and move these cables off to the side, grab our I/O shield. So our motherboard is going to go in like this. So our audio ports are on that side. So we're going to go ahead and pop in our thing. And it looks like we have got it installed. Now let's go ahead and deal with the power supply. It's actually right here, but we have to flip the case over in order to install it. So let's get the power supply and open it up. Got our instructions and got the power supply, power cable, and a mass of cables. Oh, and we got mounting screws too, which is nice, so I don't need to use the ones that came with the case. So we're going to go ahead and want to have the fan usually facing down, but this case is actually backwards. So we want the fan facing up. We're just going to go ahead and place this in here, and we'll line up the screw holes, and we'll go ahead and screw them in. Now my case also has a certain bracket that is meant for covering this, and so I need to look at the instructions real quick and figure out how this goes in. So with that installed, we are going to go ahead and flip the case back over and install the motherboard. My case is different because it does not have any standoffs for the motherboard. So it has these little feet right here. And we'll go ahead and take the board and stick the ports in. Okay, so motherboard is now installed, all screwed in and ready to go. Next, we are going to go ahead and install the graphics card, and let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so here's that. Got a manual, an emblem, show that you got processor, DVD. It's very tiny and small, so that's a good thing about the card. And another thing that I talked about in episode 2 is that this little guy pulls all of the power straight from the motherboard, so there is no need for power from the power supply. So what we want to do is go ahead and line this up with the motherboard, and we want to go ahead and see which ports we're going to be using. And it looks like we'll need to take out these two right here. So we've now got that done, both are removed. Drop this in to the slot, open that up, and go ahead and push it in until it clicks into place. And there we go. We've got ourselves a successfully installed GPU, and I actually need to remove this yet again. And we're going to go ahead and screw it back in. And there we go. The GPU is now up and ready to go. Finally, we are going to go ahead and install our network card. I'm going to stick this in the bottom slot. So yet again, I need to remove this thing. Becoming a pro at that now. Okay, we've got our external base, card, antennas, plate, DVD, instructions, and that is it. And drop it right in, same as the last one. Go ahead and press it in like that. Super easy, way easier than the card. And for me, probably the easiest installation of anything in this case. And there we go. That is everything for the case part. We got our motherboard and graphics card, network card. We are pretty much all good to go for the next and final step, which is wiring, getting everything up and ready to go. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. This is Mark, and I'll see you in the next one.